Hi Sagittarius, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to do a general reading for you today. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled, and I pulled 10 cards. This is a Celtic cross spread, but I'm just doing it in 2 rows. It's just easier for me this way. And for your 9th card, you had 2 cards came out. And then the overall energy of the card, of the reading, is the Three of Wands. Some of your cards came out upside down or reversed. When a card comes out upside down, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see here. The overall energy of your reading is the Three of Wands. Okay, this is a minor arcana card. It's Aries energy. That's this card right here. This card is about accomplishment, success, satisfaction, making progress, having foresight, expansion. It's a card of expansion, rapid growth, looking ahead, spreading your wings, growing. It's a card of forward planning. It's letting you know that fortune favors the brave. This card indicates great vision and foresight. You've taken an idea and started implementing it. You've laid the groundwork for a new business, enterprise, career, or project. You can clearly see your goal. Just take a step back and watch for initial responses. Because you've done your work well, you can expect to see signs of success. Okay, moving forward, having self-belief, self-confidence. It's a card of freedom. It could represent overseas opportunities, being happy with your choices, happy with the outcome. Overseas trade, expansion, success, effort, trade, travel, moving abroad. It's letting you know that fortune favors the brave. For some of you, it could represent long distance travel or romance. Your hard work paying off. It could represent cooperation in business. You're experiencing life. You have a lot of strength. Travel, discovery, the Three of Wands. You're ready and willing to demonstrate what you've achieved. You can remain calm and in control of the situation. There's no need for impulsiveness. This is a time to take things firmly in hand and act in a mature and responsible manner based on your experiences and common sense. You've consolidated your business, situation, or enterprise, and now you can expect financial and/or personal gain. By clearly defining the role you want to play, you present a positive picture to the world. This confident attitude may draw helpful people towards you or attract beneficial circumstances. You've established a solid foundation for your business or occupation and can expect cooperation from others. At this point, you're clear about who you are and what you intend to achieve. Others will respond positively to you. And then your foundation card, your 3rd card, let's skip over to that one. This card is, you got the Hermit, and it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. Your 3rd card, since Spirit was talking about foundation, your 3rd card, the Hermit, Virgo energy, it came out reversed. Loneliness, isolation, feeling like you've lost your way, being a recluse, being antisocial, withdrawal, being paralyzed by fear, being paranoid, being reclusive, antisocial, it's a card of restrictive, being restrictive, feeling like you've lost your way. This card warns of withdrawing too much, or for the or for too long, or for the wrong reasons. Spending time alone in order to avoid people, putting off making decisions, or procrastinating, it's not going to serve you well, Spirit is saying. And also, keeping busy can be a form of denial too. You may have been putting off giving yourself the solitude you need to sort out your life and the issues you're confronting. It's time for you to engage in self-reflection, revisit your aims and goals, associations, relationships, career, and life path. You may want to withdraw to think things through. Stop avoiding it is the message from Spirit. Okay? And then your self-image card, how you see yourself, you got the Devil card. Capricorn energy. So the Devil card is about feeling powerless. It's a card of oppression, addiction, depression. It's a card of dependency, feeling trapped. It's a card of materialism, excess. It's a card of playfulness. It's a card of success in your career, success in personal interests. It's telling you to don't give up and don't give your power away. It's a card of feeling victimized, having impulsive behavior, mental health issues, experiencing lust, greed, rage, ignorance. It's a card of secrets, cheating. This is a general reading, so I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? It could represent bondage or addiction to a dangerous practice, substance, situation, or person. Less extreme and less dangerous, it can represent overindulgences of any sort, eating, drinking, sexual activity, staying up late. These may be unhealthy, and the appearance of this card in a reading may remind you to adopt more moderate practices. Being held captive by your passions might feel like fun for a short time, but such imbalance is never a good long-term plan, okay? This card represents the bondage that we create and maintain for ourselves. There may be obstacles in the environment that you find frustrating, or you may feel your options are narrowing. Someone else may be involved, but you have the ability to free yourself from the situation by using your willpower, okay? Reevaluate your relationship to material things which are keeping you chained. It's time to look at whatever is limiting your personal growth, especially abusive, obsessive, or harmful relationships. That's a really good message to make a note of, I think. You may need to confront your fears about financial security and social and material success. You may need to recognize and acknowledge things you don't like about yourself, your personality, body, behavior, or temperament. It's time to let go of old fears, hang-ups, inhibitions, and ways you manipulate others to satisfy your needs instead of taking responsibility for yourself. Often there's a sexual component involved that may have a harmful effect on your whole life. Or it could be a non-sexual relationship that binds you and that must end before you can grow further. And then your first card is the Magician. This card, second major arcana card, it came out reverse. This card represents your current situation. So this is manipulation again, Spirit is talking about. It's a card of trickery, mental health issues, illusions, being out of touch, like daydreaming, fantasizing. Again, they're talking about greed, unused ability, untrustworthiness, untapped talents, wasted talents, deception, a lack of mental clarity. It's a card of disquiet, a feeling of worry or unease, manipulation, poor planning, being out of touch. The Magician warns of potential deception. Beware of someone promising more than they can deliver. The Magician can also be a charlatan. Be careful too of tricking yourself. You may be convinced your plan is good, but you might be missing a needed element, or your plan may have unanticipated consequences. Now is not a time for change. Maybe you're not ready internally or are not fully prepared in a practical or logistical way. You need to be patient. The situation will work out properly. You may be experiencing self-doubt about a new venture, or your energy levels may be too low to accomplish your aims. There's no sense in rushing things prematurely. Just wait until the time is right. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Ten of Cups. The outcome you desire most in your situation, Ten of Cups. This card is Pisces energy. This is a card of love, fate, destiny, soulmates, blissful relationships, play, divine love, harmony, family, happy family, family gatherings, marriage, long-term relation, domestic harmony, happy ever after. This card represents an ideal family life. For you, this can mean just that, or it can represent the components of such a life, a safe, comfortable place to live, and people, either friends or family, to share your life. That's what you want, the outcome you desire most in your situation. It's about having people to share your joys and support you through your sorrows. This card's all about contentment, real love, domestic bliss, satisfaction in all your endeavors. It symbolizes people living harmoniously together, sharing their love and their lives unconditionally. And this card is so favorable that it can offset any negative cards in your reading. This card indicates, this is an indication of everything that most people wish for: love, harmony, a happy family life, true love and companionship. It signifies a time of completion, of reaping what you have sown. It symbolizes abundance, but in a larger sense. And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation. You have the Ace of Pentacles. What you hope for and fear the most in your situation: opportunity, new beginnings, new venture, resources, abundance, prosperity, security. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Beginning of all things, physical health, a new job, achievement, career, the manifestation of your goals. So this pentacle brings with it the gift of luck. So this is what you're celebrating, I believe, the Ace of Pentacles, not what's challenging you, but take it how it resonates. This card could represent an opportunity for material gain. It could represent improved health. It's solid, grounded, and represents something practical and dependable. This is the seed of good things to come. Use the energy of the moment to start a new project, make a small investment, or start a fitness program. You have the opportunity to grow something wonderful. This card could also represent the arrival of some unexpected money or material item, a new financial opportunity or success, new money, new enterprise, resources, ambition, opportunity, acquiring material goods. Physical or health-related benefits are represented by the Ace of Pentacles. Again, along with the Ten of Cups, this is an extremely positive card, predicting success for some new enterprise that you're starting. You're planting the seeds for a new venture involving the acquisition of money or financial security. This ace is a strong indication of prosperity coming to you. Be open to receive the benefits it promises. Your fourth card is the Judgment card. It came out reversed. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. Reverse, the Judgment card, or rebirth, says on this card, is all about having no self-awareness. It's a card of doubt, self-doubt, self-loathing, failure to learn the lessons, a lack of self-awareness, indecisiveness. It could represent your inner critic. It could represent forced changes, unwillingness to learn karmic lessons, unfair blame, false accusations are represented by the Judgment card reversed. Interior factors are at work, but you have little or no control over them. You may be thinking about making some changes. Don't shoot the messenger on this next message, Sagittarius. Emotionally, you may be called upon to grow up. Even if you aren't sure just how to handle what's happening, you must make peace with the changes. And this card reverse could also indicate frustrating delays or postponements, possible loss or separation, and the need to cope with life's changes. This card warns of hanging on to the past and using it as an excuse not to move forward. Similarly, it can mean moving forward, but dragging the past with you. And then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen very soon in your life, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is amazing, Sagittarius. This is about wealth again, stability, tradition, long-term success, contribution, satisfaction, privilege, a windfall, winning money, inherited issues, business responsibilities, old money, prenups, financial security, inheritance, marriage is coming up again, privilege, affluence. The Ten of Pentacles represents a strong, secure foundation, usually based on family ties, whether a home or business. It also deals with legacies received and given. You may either receive a legacy or small winnings to invest for the future, or you may acquire a home or business of your own, creating security for you or your loved ones. You might be investing in the community in some way. This card could play out several ways. However it does, it'll be good, prosperous, and beneficial to you and your loved ones. Okay? It's a happy card, indicating a solid and secure life, both in business and with your family. Your work and planning have paid off, and you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're emphasizing home and family at this point, now that you have a secure income to support them. You may be planning to buy a car or that house you've always wanted. Family members are at the forefront. You have the leisure to concentrate on personal affairs. This card can represent a time of financial security, such as marrying into money or receiving an inheritance. And then your environment card, or how others see you in your situation, is the Knight of Pentacles reversed, male or female, in a general reading. Virgo energy. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, or sorry, Knight of Pentacles reverse could represent someone who is, again, I'm just going to tell you all the characteristics of the Knight of Pentacles. This is either you or someone in your life, or how others how others see you. Take what resonates and just ignore everything else, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles reversed, male or female, in a general reading, represents laziness, someone who's pessimistic, someone who's obsessed with work, someone who feels they're working without reward, someone who's a workaholic, boring, has no initiative, is cheap, is ultra conservative, stubborn, irresponsible, someone who's bored. It's a card of boredom, feeling stuck. It's someone who needs self-discipline. This is a card of self-discipline. Someone who's impatient, lazy, apathy. It's a card of apathy. There's a lack of common sense, unstable, unskilled, unreliable, disloyal, irresponsible, someone who's not finishing what they started. He represents broken promises. He can be cheap, boring, slightly obsessive compulsive, antisocial. He certainly won't do anything for free, so don't ask for any favors. He might be bringing some unwelcome news about an unwelcome message about money, often a loss of some kind, a disappointment, or frustration due to an unforeseen delay. Existing plans may have to be aborted. Delays could cause failure. He may be a young man or woman who is unemployed or uninterested in employment. There's a situation where waste, inertia, and problems with money exists. And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation. You have the Seven of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. So the Seven of Cups reversed is Scorpio energy. This card represents being overwhelmed by choices, feeling trapped, being at a disarray, confused. It's a card of sobriety, decisiveness, a lack of choice, a lack of imagination, a lack of opportunities, missed opportunities, a lack of options, being distracted, having clarity, making choices. It's a card of reality, lack of spiritual growth. Seven of Cups, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation. You're confused because too much is going on. You need peace and quiet to sort through the multiple choices confronting you. Let your feelings be your guide. You could be living in a dream world without any real choices, just fantasies and hopes. And then you have the Knight of Cups reversed. This is either you, someone in your life, or a situation. You're male or female. The Knight of Cups is Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Knight of Cups represents can represent someone from the LGBTQ community. The Knight of Cups represents homosexuality, unrequited love, someone who has tantrums, who's moody. The Knight of Cups reversed represents tantrums, moodiness, disappointment, deception, turmoil, vanity, fraud, avoiding conflict, procrastination, troublemaking, jumping to conclusions, someone who has an overactive imagination, who's jealous, It's a card of trickery again. Someone who has a creative block or an intuitive block. Someone who is a heartbreaker, a manipulator. He represents a one-night stand, cheating, bad news, revoked offers or proposals. It can indicate someone who's prone to depression or moodiness. He may sink into gloomy pessimism and brood. The message you hoped for has been delayed or may never arrive. The relationship you yearn for. Sorry, I have my door open. It's really loud out there. The relationship you yearn for may be based on deceit or superficiality on the other person's side. You may be obsessing about someone who really doesn't care that much or who will never make a commitment, even if they have led you to believe that they are sincere. This person is fickle, likes to flirt, and isn't likely to settle down. And then your future, if all is to remain as is a Five of Swords reversed. So the Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. This is a card of resentment, a desire to reconcile, a desire to forgive. It's a card of reconciliation, resolution, compromise, revenge, regret, remorse, cutting losses, not heeding warnings, risking everything, being relentless, compromising, moving on, peaceful resolution. For some of you, being held accountable, releasing stress, overcoming challenges. The Five of Swords reverse says that your losses have hit you hard. You're in a state of great unhappiness. You feel hurt, betrayed, angry, discouraged, but only you can pull yourself out of your misery. You may feel confused about why the crisis occurred, but deep down, you know the reasons, you just don't want to face them. This card could suggest an empty victory that was not worth the energy and consequences. Escalating violence, arrest, uncovered crime, humiliation, shame, major sacrifice, reconciliation. So that is your reading, Sagittarius. I hope this reading gave you some insight or some guidance. Thank you for letting me channel those messages today from Spirit. I'm really grateful. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.